Hi guys. Alright, my topic, the spiritual journey. And I think the most important thing in a spiritual awakening journey is speaking your truth. Now, see, I would normally would rather focus on the cards instead of having my ugly mug on here, but my table's too big of a mess, so you gotta stare at me. But it is very important for people that are spiritually awakening to be in their truth and to speak their truth and to get out of fear of that. It has taken me years to be able to do videos. So trust. Saturn's the asshole in my chart and tells me nobody wants to hear what I have to say. But, oh fucking well, you're gonna hear it. And I'm not one of those people that is in this for views and a following. Like, I don't care if nobody sees this, but I mean, I'd rather at least somebody sees it, but I'm speaking my truth because that is what my spiritual path is. We, on the spiritual journey and the spiritual community, we're all at different levels. We all have different gifts. My gift is going into the deep, dark shit. Like, getting into the psyche. Like, I'm a heavy 12th house person. I have Scorpio energy, so I go into the fucking darkness. And, you know, not everybody understands that, and not many people want to be around the darkness. Many people avoid that. But that is my path, that is my purpose, is to bring light to the dark. So I am constantly and consistently going into the fucking darkness. Shit sucks, but I'm constantly transforming. Like the phoenix. I burn the fucking ashes and I come out a brand spanking new fucking person constantly. Other people, they're more like a dragonfly flitting on the water. You know, they just touch the surface of it. And that is their path. The most important thing is to understand what your path is. Not to judge other people's paths. And to accept what your path is. I accept that my path is a lonely path. I don't think a lot of us are really built to go as deep as I'm built to go. Like, I'm the fucking whale. Like, I'm in the depths. And I only come up for air occasionally. And that's a lonely path, because most people can't handle that deep, dark shit. But we are all spiritual beings, and we all have our purpose. We all have a path to bring light to this world. And you really need to dig into yourself and understand yourself and understand other people and understand the darkness and what you're here for, and to raise the vibration. And I know it can be hard with, you know, everything that's gone on this past year with all the isolation and all the changes in this world. Like, it's really hard to get your voice heard because there's just so much shit going on. But that's why we have social media. And it's a lot easier to connect with more like-minded individuals because of social media. And we all have our own journeys. And I accept that most people don't understand my journey. I accept that my journey is a very lonely journey, and I understand. I understand that my journey is a singular journey, and most spiritual people are on a singular journey. And my path is to communicate. You know, I'm a Gemini sun in the 12th house, so with my North Node conjunct, so if anybody knows astrology. So it is pretty much my fucking purpose to communicate the darkness, the unconscious, the subconscious, the dark shit. I really suggest getting your birth chart done. That can really help you understand what your path is, what you're here for, to understand yourself better. You know, it's hard being in this position in a spiritual awakening in a world that really doesn't give a fuck. Like, I spend a lot of time alone, and the world doesn't give a fuck that I need my alone time. You know, jobs and, you know, school or whatever. Those people don't care if, you know, somebody's going through something and they need to be alone to process and to evolve. They just want their 2 cents, you know. They want you to do what they want you to do, and you have to accept that the world we're in right now is changing, and if you're not in your truth, it won't change for the better. We have to speak up. We have to remain strong in our convictions so that we can change the way things are going. And more people are waking up, more and more people are standing in their truths, and we need to keep going. You know, we have to let go of being afraid to be ourselves. I have been afraid to be myself for a very long time, and I'm finally like, fuck it. If you don't like it, you can go your merry way, but I am me, and I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to stand in my convictions and integrity, and I'm going to be myself, and I'm going to do what my purpose is and speak about the deep dark shit, because I have a very intimate understanding of how I work, how people work in general. Like, I understand the darkness very intimately because I have been there a lot. And many of us are here to transmute that into light. But since we're on singular paths, we do it differently. Just like I said, some people just touch the surface of it. Some people have to communicate it, through art. I'm actually better at the written word than I am at speaking, but you gotta look at my ugly mug and hear me speak it. And other people, they're just meant to help others and work in communities, and we all have different paths. So find out what yours is. I know it's hard when you're first waking up, and it's taken me years to get to this point. So it doesn't happen overnight. We don't grow overnight. Healing is a lifelong process. We're never done healing. We're never done evolving and perfecting ourselves. So you have to keep going. You can't give up. You can't allow the opinions of other people, of society, of your own mind to stop you. You have to go within and listen to this. You have to understand your heart. Your heart will never lead you astray. Your heart is always right. It's your fucking mind that will get you into trouble. I know it's very hard. I'm very much in my head. Like, I could just be sitting there and everybody just thinks I'm just sitting there being quiet, but this is like a fucking computer up here. Like, I am constantly using mental energy to problem solve and to go within and understand myself and understand other people and understand why things happen the way they do and how I can fix them and, just what's going on. Like, I'm constantly thinking. And that is what my strength is. It's also a big issue. But I'm working on that. That's what a healing journey is. So, I don't know if this made sense. But on a spiritual journey, you have to understand yourself. You have to trust yourself. You have to listen to yourself. Or you're not really going to get far. Stop listening to what other people want you to be and be you. I love you. The universe loves you. Spirit loves you. You're all beautiful. You all have a divine purpose. Start on your path. Good night.